Hey guys, welcome back to the ExamRevision YouTube channel. My name is Ellen and today we're going to be talking about how to get back into your routine after the Christmas break. I think everyone is going back to school today after having about 2 weeks off for Christmas. I'm sure up until the Christmas break you were super busy. You might have had Christmas exams, you were probably preparing for your mocks. There was probably a lot going on and you're probably studying so much and so burnt out, so you needed that break. So today we're just going to be talking about how to get back into your routine, having 2 weeks off and probably not have done too much over Christmas, which is well deserved. So you might be watching this after your first day of school back or within the first week, and I just want to give you my tips on how to ease yourself back into routine and get yourself back up to that standard of study that you were right before Christmas. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first thing I want to talk about is having a gradual transition. There is absolutely no need to hit the ground running once you get back to school on the very first day. You might have had Christmas exams before the Christmas break and you might have been studying 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, which is great, but there is no need on your first day back to school to come home and study for 8 hours. You are going to feel completely overwhelmed and you definitely will start to panic. Let your brain wind back into the study routine slowly. You will be surprised how much information you retain if you do this. Because if you sit down at your desk today after your first full day back at school and you're like, why don't I remember this? Oh my god, I can't remember any of this that I learned a couple of weeks ago. Relax, you have just come back. Your brain has been on relaxation mode for 2 weeks. So give it some time to get back into things. Come home, do your homework. You can maybe do an hour of study if you're feeling up to it, but let yourself ease into things. And by the end of the first week back, you will start to remember things. I promise. You can't expect your brain to be on complete relaxation to 100% in the matter of hours. It's not gonna happen. So don't panic. Giving yourself the week to ease back into things is no problem. You're not wasting your time. After the first couple of days, you can slowly start to increase the amount of time you're studying, increase the intensity, just ease yourself in. Think about it like a marathon. If you just ran a marathon and then you took 2 weeks off running, the first day back to running training, you can't expect yourself to just run a marathon again. Yes, you can run a marathon, but you had been training so much up to that marathon in the first place. So give yourself some time to ease back into that training, aka studying. The next thing I want to talk about is organizing your study space. I'm sure after Christmas, your desk or wherever you do study is an absolute mess. Clean it down, see if there's any supplies that you need to restock, pens, pencils, your calculator might have broke over Christmas, whatever it is. I'm sure you probably have notes, flashcards, folders all over the place. Take the time in these next couple of days that you're starting school back to organize all your notes. Everything should be in the right place. It will make studying so much easier if you know where everything is. It will also help with your motivation and the ability to concentrate. Since you know where all of your things are, if your space is a mess, your mind is going to be a mess. So take the time within the next week to organize yourself and organize all your notes so you have a fresh slate to start studying again. The next thing I want to talk about is goal setting. Obviously you have your New Year's resolutions. You also have your academic New Year's resolutions as per se. If/when you get your Christmas exams back, reflect on the grades you got. Maybe you did so much better in a subject you thought you were really bad in. Maybe you did really bad in a subject that you thought you would get a H1 in. If you didn't do Christmas exams, you can always set these goals after your mocks. But you do just want to reflect on these grades and then compare them to what you were hoping to achieve in your summer exams, your junior cert, your leaving cert, whatever it is at the end of the year. You want to reflect on what your downfalls were and what chapters or subjects need that extra little bit of help. You should also definitely be setting short-term goals for maybe your mocks or your midterms. You're not just going to set one final goal at the end. If you got a H4 in your exam, in your Christmas exams, and you're saying you want to get a H1 in the summer exams or leaving cert, let's set a goal midway through. Maybe you want to get a H3 or a H2 in your midterms or your mocks, just so you have something to build on, and also write down how you're going to achieve these goals. There's no point saying that you're going to get 625 and you're going to get H1s and everything if you don't know how to get there. You could be saying, okay, I got a H3 in biology, I now want a H1 in biology in the summertime, and I'm going to do that by studying on Tuesdays and Fridays every week for 4 hours ago, and I'm going to start by covering these 3 topics. Whatever it is, write down how you're going to get there. The last thing I want to talk about is prioritization. Again, reflecting on your Christmas exams or your mocks, you really need to figure out what subjects need that extra help. Let's say you got a H1 in biology in your Christmas exams and you love biology, but you got a H4 in French and you really need a H2. There is no point to start picking up on your first week or second week back, start studying biology again. Such a waste of time. You will appreciate it in the long term and your future self will thank you if you start focusing on your French. I know you might not enjoy it. I know you might want to study biology because it's more enjoyable for you. It's really more enjoyable because you know you're good at it. And it's not enjoyable to study French because you know you're not good at it. So you don't get that same level of satisfaction. But trust me, it is worth it. Your future self will thank you if you just start picking up those subjects that are falling behind now and prioritize them instead of the subjects that you're doing really well in. Your orals are also coming up in the near-ish future, so they might be a great thing to start prioritizing because you definitely cannot cram for the orals. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I will talk to you all next week. Bye!
Also guys, be sure to check out the ExamRevision courses and bundles. I actually have a 20% off code for you. I'll put it on the screen now. They cover majority of the Leaving Cert and Junior Cert subjects. They have H1 standard notes, video lessons, presentations, quizzes, exam questions, everything you will need to succeed in the Leaving Cert and Junior Cert.